So please, again, put your hands together for the man of the moment, Mr. Chris Hughes, everybody.
Firstly, thank you everyone, and good morning, and I appreciate you all coming out to show your support. I really appreciate that. There is something I do need to tell you though, and that is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Ludicrous that I would literally bottle up my emotions, which men do all across the UK every single day, and it's ludicrous that suicide is the biggest killer of men under the age of 45. As some of you may well know, today is World Mental Health Day, and that's what I'm here to actually talk about. I know how much better it feels to open up, and it's no secret I like to shed a tear from time to time, as you saw in Love Island. That's why today I'm announcing the honour of becoming an ambassador for the charity CALM, which stands for Campaign Against Living Miserably. I've teamed up with CALM and Top Man to share a really important message for all the guys this World Mental Health Day, and that's whatever you do, don't bottle it up. So thank you very much.
Well said, well said. Well said. Thank you so much.
Do you walk on?
Yeah. Chris, it is ludicrous indeed that that's happened, but thank you very much for doing that. Now, please, may we welcome to the stage Mr. James Scroggs, Chair of CALM, which, as Chris just nicely said, stands for the Campaign Against Living Miserably. Now, they're a charity working tirelessly to prevent male suicide, the single biggest killer amongst young men in the UK. Welcome to the stage. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Tell us more about this campaign. The hashtag Don't Bottle It Up. Please tell us more.
So we've worked in male mental health and campaigned against male suicide prevention, etc. for about 11 years. I have to say, in those 11 years, I don't think we've shed quite so many tears as we have done in the comedy of this particular campaign. Kudos, I think, to Chris, the main man, and our partners, Top Man, for A, having a sense of humour about this, but also understanding the underlying message. It's crazy, it's ludicrous that men have to bottle up their emotions. We're issuing research today that says that 84% of men still feel the need to bottle up their emotions. That needs to change. Men need to start opening up. At CALM, we have spent 11 years trying to challenge the prevailing culture of masculinity in the UK that says that men have to be invincible, they have to be infallible, that the merest signs of emotion are as an expression of weakness. That has to stop, for the simple reason that we believe that bottling up your emotion is one really important step towards getting into crisis, and men in crisis account for the extraordinary suicide rates of men in the UK, the single biggest killer of men under the age of 45, 12 men a day. We think that crisis can be averted. When we saw Chris in Love Island over the summer, we were really taken not just by his extraordinary physique and a pair of Speedos, but the extent to which he seemed to capture the hearts and minds of men and women up and down the country because he accessed what was going on in here and going on in here. And therefore we thought he was the perfect ambassador to come on board and spread our message of not bottling up really widely. So we welcome Chris to the CALM family.
Round of applause. So, let me get this straight, so we can't actually go out and buy Chris's tears. We can't do that, because I'm very disappointed right now.
Well,
very annoyed,
strangely, during the Rankin shoot, we rinsed Chris's tear ducts, we extracted the elixir of Chris Hughes, and we did in fact infuse it into bottles of water, which we have in front of you. Sadly, his secretions glands are not sufficient to make a production line version of this bottled water, but we do have 5 very beautiful artefacts of Chris Hughes' tears infused into water that will be available to auction from 10 o'clock this morning. If you want to know how to get bidding, go to the calmzone.net, which is CALM's website, to find out more. Every pound raised today will be going towards funding our life-affirming and, in many respects, life-saving helpline and web chat service. So I encourage you all to go to the website, find out more, and get involved with the auction.
Definitely, go to the website. And joining us well on the end there is Jason Griffiths. Hello there, Managing Director at Top Man. Thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
What a lovely space. Now, you've been working with Top Man and with CALM now for a few years. What is so unique about your partnership, and why are you doing it?
You're right. Topman has supported Calm across the last 2.5 years, I believe, James, in various initiatives, both head office and with our store teams, really kind of getting behind the campaign, fundraising. We're also a pivotal distribution point for the all-important Calm zine, which we distribute through our stores. And we believe it's such an important cause for us as a brand, but also for us to create the awareness, the all-important awareness, and getting their message out to our customers. We're so excited to be part of this Don't Bottle It Up campaign today, as you can tell. And this is about genuinely changing men's lives for the better, not just for today, which is obviously World Mental Health Day, but also for the foreseeable future. And I'm sure we've set a few hearts racing across the last 24 hours with obviously recollecting Chris, getting him back into his all-famous Love Island pair of pants, really. But I hope you'll agree, you know, that today is a really important day to seriously kind of tackle some of the issues that James has just spoken about.
Absolutely. And how is Topman supporting the hashtag Don't Bottle It Up?
As James said, the all-important bottles will be going for auction on the Calm website. And to mark our partnership, we're launching a pants pledge from today until the end of October, where £2 from every single pack of Topman underwear, the funds will go to support the all-important work that Calm does as a cause, and to continue and support their helpline in obviously addressing and to answering the calls, and providing a platform to really open up, which is what today is all about.
That deserves a round of applause. Definitely. Can I... A good round of applause. It's still going. Can I just say, do we all have Topman underwear on today? We do, right? Yeah, we all do. We all got underwear.
Red pair on today.
We got a pair. I got some yellow ones. I'd like some gold ones. Can I get some gold ones for the weekend? Is that possible?
Okay. Maybe not gold.
Oh,
what
yeah.
about a gold waistband for
That's
you?
perfect. Throw them here. Throw them here. That's fine. I'll have them. Yellow there. See, I feel like Tom Jones now. Somebody's thrown underwear. I am just like Tom Jones. Thank you very much for that. £2 from every pound. Perfect.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Yeah, thank you very much. And on that, Chris, do you have anything else to say?
No, I just want to obviously thank everyone for coming here today and hearing us out. Obviously, World Mental Health Day is an important day for so many people, and for men it's a reminder you don't have to man up and keep things bottled up. As we've seen, that is ludicrous. So if there's one thing to take away from today, I want it to be, you know, however you open up, just honestly don't bottle it up, and that's the main message today. So, you know, I'll be posting on my social media channels the Don't Bottle Up film shot by Rankin on World Mental Health Day, which I appreciate everyone's support within that to obviously raise awareness and keep spreading the word, and obviously encouraging people not to keep things to themselves and to open up, and that's the real message of today, so thank you.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be answering some questions and asking some questions from Facebook Live. My glamorous assistant, do you want my pants? Here we go. There we go, sugar. Okay. Question number one to Chris. Thank you very much, whoever sent this in. Chris, now you've been really open about your experience of anxiety and panic attacks. Did you talk about it, your problems straight away, and do you still suffer from it?
No, I suffered like silently initially, and that is the issue within that sort of phrase, suffering silently, because that's where things were, you know, tough for me. And it was when I did open up initially to my mum that things become like a lot easier and stuff. So
That's all right, mate. Get a bottle. Quick. You okay? We can talk this through. I'll go to James. We'll give you a rest for a second. James, mental health has started to get a better public response recently. Do you think it's on the upscale? Is it getting better?
I think there are some major steps being taken since 2006 when Calm, the campaign, launched. Awareness of the stat around male suicide, which is still horrific today, has increased threefold. Issue one. Issue two is, in the last 12 months, I think we'd all agree that the level of conversation around mental health, not least thanks to the Royals wading in with the Heads Together campaign, has normalised a conversation that wasn't there before. But at the end of the day, we're focused on one thing, and that is that 3 out of every 4 suicides is still male. That's 12 men a day. That's 1 every 2 hours. Right? We still believe that there's a hell of a lot of work to be done. Now, we also know that men can open up. We take 6,500 calls every month to our helpline and web chat service. So there are means by which men can open up and talk about it. But there's a lot of work to be done.
Absolutely, and we can just see how important this is to you, Chris. You okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to answer the next question?
Yeah,
We're going to go light with this one, okay? So the bromance between you and Kem on Love Island is for us all to see. We enjoyed it all through the summer. And somebody on Facebook has just asked, do you just open up to friends, or is it to strangers as well?
No, I did. Like, I went and got help with a hypnotherapist who was a complete stranger to me. Also, you know, in his profession, he went through the same kind of thing. So I think opening up to kind of strangers does help people, because, you know, people presume they know you. When you open up to friends and family, they presume they know what you're going through. But, you know, when you first open up, it's quite like a strong, meaningful thing. So, you know, alongside sort of friends and close friends, I think family are the ones to talk to, as they know you better than anyone. So that, and of course strangers, because it is such a widespread thing now, which, you know, people need to be aware of, and a lot of people do suffer from it. So strangers is for me.
Communication is so important.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. And James, somebody's just asked as well, does the water genuinely have Chris Hughes' tea, isn't it? Genuinely.
I can only repeat what I said earlier, that at the end of the day, there were a lot of tears at the Rankin shoot. We genuinely did infuse those into bottles of water. And they are available to auction from 10 a.m. this morning.
Excellent. Hughes juice. James, what about the guys out there who genuinely feel their only option is to bottle it up? What have you got to say to them out there right now that are watching?
Well, I guess 2 things. One is, middle-aged man, looking at Chris and going, he's the ultimate male specimen, surely. Actually, the thing that really appeals to us, and a thing that I think made him chime with the general public out there, was the fact that he was so open about how he was feeling during Love Island, and has been very open and candid about what's going on in his head ever since. At the end of the day, we know, when we have proof and research, that actually most people around men would will them to open up more, and are very comfortable when they do open up. So it's something we just have to encourage men not to bottle it up, and to move into a place where they can really access that place in here and talk about what they're feeling, so they don't get into crisis. I think it's really important that a brand of the size of Top Man, somebody of celebrity status of Chris, and a charity like ours gets out there and champions this message and gets blokes to really think about how they can open up.
Excellent. Well said. Well, very well said. And that's it. That's it for today. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you all for watching on Facebook Live. And if you want more information, follow the hashtag Don't Bottle It Up. And if you want more information, go to the Calm website at www.thecalmzone.net. But from Jason, James, and especially Chris, put your hands together. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And that's it. Have a nice afternoon. Take care.